What is going on, Michigan fans? This is Clayton Safey with the Wolverine.com here with some breaking Michigan basketball news. Juwan Howard and the Wolverines have landed 2024 three-star point guard Durral Brooks, goes by the name of Phat Brooks, out of Grand Rapids Catholic Central, the number 117 overall player in the country, number 19 point guard, and the top-rated player in the state of Michigan, according to the On3 industry ranking. 4-star on 2 services, a 3-star on the other 2, including on 3. But this is the second commitment for Juwan Howard and company in the class of 2024. So let's break this thing down. First, his decision. Brooks had offers from Michigan, offers from Michigan State, and a slew of mid-major programs. But we were told by his coach, TJ Meerman, over at Grand Rapids Catholic Central, that a bunch of other programs backed off essentially once Michigan and Michigan State dished out those offers, and they kind of realized that probably he would stay in state. Now, Brooks grew up a Michigan fan, so he's very, very excited to join the fold here. And he said basically the decision came down to the relationship. Saddi Washington, Michigan's assistant coach, Juwan Howard, the head coach, both have grown those relationships with Brooks and his family. One thing that stood out to Brooks when we talked to him is, he was telling us about his 9-year-old brother, Jayceon, who has a great relationship with Saddi Washington and Juwan Howard. And the fact that Jayceon's a little bit shy, but not around those guys. They did a really good job connecting with him, making the whole family feel at home. He's been on several visits to Michigan. He had an official visit, went to a football game, really enjoyed that experience as well. Juwan Howard was going crazy cheering for the football team, which really stood out as well. He loves the energy. He said he's a people person, just like Juwan Howard. Before we talk about another connection that Durral Phat Brooks has with Michigan, just want to remind everyone to please subscribe to the channel here. Hit that like button on the video as well if you want Michigan basketball to turn things around, make the NCAA tournament this coming season. But another connection that Durral Brooks has with Michigan was Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin, another Grand Rapids native. He went to Grand Rapids Christian, but both of those guys grew up playing together. They have a really strong bond, and he said admittedly he did want to play with Kobe in college, but he expected him to leave early at some point, and he's excited that Kobe is taking the next step to the NBA. But he has been in contact with Kobe. He has learned from watching a little bit from afar Kobe's career at Michigan, and one of the things that stood out to me when we talked to him, Durral Brooks, was just the way that he watched how hard Kobe had to work. Kobe was a McDonald's All-American. He was a top 40 type of kid who came in and couldn't find himself in the rotation consistently during his freshman year. And Durral saw that and saw the work that Kobe put in last offseason that put him in position to be an All-Big Ten player and now a potential lottery pick in this summer's draft. So that's something that he said he wants to get to work right away, and he understands what he's going to have to do to put himself in those same shoes in a couple of years when he gets to Michigan. But let's talk about his game a little bit. Durral Brooks, not a great shooter yet, not a volume three-point shooter. He said that's the biggest thing that he's working on this offseason is trying to improve his three-point shot. He did it a little bit from sophomore to junior year. He improved his percentage from deep 5-6% up to 37%, but it's still not his forte. He did not attempt many three-pointers last year and is still not on the AAU circuit playing with the family in the Nike EYBL League. But he does have other impressive aspects of his game. First of all, when we asked him about his strengths, he said it's defense. He said it's rebounding from the guard spot, and he feels that can help, if he gets the rebound, help Michigan and help his team this coming winter get out on the break, play fast, and he understands how important that is. But, man, can he get to the rim. And you can notice that when watching his highlights as well. He had a game against Wayland in January where he scored 43 points. It was his career high, 16 of 22 from the field, 11 of 14 from the free throw line, essentially unstoppable offensively. And he didn't even attempt a three-point shot. So, as much as we can lament the fact that he's not quite the shooter that he wants to be yet, he does have other impressive aspects, and getting to the rim is one of them. And that's really hard to do, but he's really done that at a high level. Here in first team All-State honors in Division II this past season, contributed to a state championship team in his freshman season, a state finalist team as a sophomore, and he's determined to get back there after a first-round exit in the playoffs last season. And Grand Rapids Catholic Central is a fantastic program on the rise over the last few years as well. But Durral Brooks said that he is very happy to get this process over with, to become a Michigan commit. Again, he's been a fan his entire life, but now he has that weight lifted off his shoulders. Now he can focus on winning for his team this coming season, getting better, working on his game, and preparing for when he gets to the Big Ten, when he gets to Michigan. The Wolverines, as we mentioned, already have another commit in 2024, Christian Anderson, also a point guard. He's a 3-star according to the On3 industry ranking. He is out of Atlanta, Georgia, but is transferring to the renowned Oak Hill Academy this coming season. And he is quite the shooter, as those who have followed Michigan basketball recruiting know. Wolverines still in on other 2024 guards. Boogie Fland is a 5-star, the number 8 overall player in the country. He was on an official visit just a couple weeks ago. And then top 100, Travis Perry out of Kentucky is another. It is very early right now. We will keep that absolutely in mind. But currently, with this commitment, Michigan has 5 more spots to work with in the 2024 class. That would be a really big class. We would not expect them to fill that out with all prep guys. And you got to keep in mind as well, there will be attrition to the transfer portal, to the NBA after next season. But we would bet on Michigan banking a couple of those scholarship spots to fill in the transfer portal next season as well. We saw them, they already have 3 transfer commitments this offseason, could potentially have more as the offseason progresses. And that's just kind of the way college basketball has gone at this point. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for joining us here. Michigan lands Durral Brooks out of Grand Rapids Catholic Central. Head over to thewolverine.com for full coverage of this commitment. We got exclusive interviews. We were in his school on Friday, just a couple days ago. Talked to his coach, talked to Durral Brooks himself, and you can check those stories out at thewolverine.com. For premium access, sign up right now. $29.99 is the price for 6 months. So that is our exclusive offer right now. Again, subscribe to the video, subscribe to our channel rather, and like this video, and we will see everyone next time.